Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We have Jose with us again today. You guys seem to really enjoy the videos when he's with me. Today is a very special video. It is a celebration for 1,000 subbies. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. To everybody who has been here with me since day one and all of the new subscribers, thank you guys so much. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I've been wanting to do it for a long time and my goal was to get 1,000 subscribers before I actually did a seafood boil. So today we have some snow crab, we have some lobster tails, some shrimp, we have some mussels, potato, corn, sausage. Is that it?
Lemon?
I think that's it. Yeah, so I cooked this with some Old Bay seasoning, some onion, garlic, the little bag, the seasoning bag, and the oil. I think it's oil that you can get. And then we have our dipping sauce here. And this is my favorite. It has butter with a little bit of the broth from the boil. It has Old Bay seasoning, lemon pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper and paprika, and some fresh squeezed lemon juice in it. And it's nice and heated up. Are you ready to get started?
Mm-hmm. Smells so good.
Yeah.
Making me really hungry.
Just squeeze some of this over. We really like lemon on our seafood. So there's going to be lots of slurping. This has been cooking for a little bit. I'm just going to
go for the shrimp. Eat the skin and everything?
No. Oh my gosh, that is so good.
Angela used to not eat seafood, guys.
Ah.
She would eat, what, fish, salmon, and white fish?
I would eat crab.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But I used to not eat shrimp. Alright.
Now what are we drinking?
Here's a mussel. It is Costin Press.
Press. Pretty good.
I haven't tried it yet. I haven't opened mine yet. But I think it's cold pressed apple juice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sparkling cold pressed apple juice.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. That butter is so good. Let's try this. You're not using your fingers?
Mm-hmm.
I have a fork here too, but this sausage is turkey kielbasa. It's the Genio brand. How do you like the dipping?
Really good. It's tangy, buttery, zesty.
Mm-hmm. I want to try. There's this girl who does seafood boils, this lady. And that's like her specialty. Everybody loves her seafood boils.
Uh-huh.
And she makes her own sauce. And I want to try making it. It's similar to this, I think, but she puts a lot of other stuff in it. But it looks so good. And it's like this dark red color. So today, we're going to be telling you the story about how my dad chased Jose.
I kind of just want to eat.
I know, it's so good.
So good.
So we had been dating for how long? Like a month?
Yeah.
And I hadn't introduced Jose to my dad yet because...
Or mom or anybody.
Yeah.
Brothers, sisters, nobody.
So after school, you know, he would walk me home and then we'd play basketball or whatever outside the house. And so this one day, we did our usual, you know. Got home from school, played a little basketball, and then we would always hug and kiss each other goodbye. Well, this day, I go inside and my dad's already home. And then the next thing you know, my dad's leaving like real quick. And I asked my sister, I'm like, where's dad going? Because he never leaves. Like once he gets home, he's home to stay. You know, he gets undressed out of his work clothes and, you know, just relaxes from his hard day at work. Well, this day he left and I asked my sister, I was like, where's he going? So I look out the window and he's headed like the opposite direction that he would normally go. So at that time I was like, I thought in my head, I was like, he's probably gonna go after Jose. And so I grabbed my dog, Princess, and I would always take her for a walk. So I grabbed her and went to go take her for a walk just to make sure, just in case my dad wasn't going after Jose. You know, I would just be out taking her a walk. So go ahead and tell your story, your part.
So yeah, I'm making my way to my house. I'm walking home. And I'm probably about halfway down the block and all of a sudden I hear this loud engine revving. So I hear this loud engine revving behind me. So I turn around, you know, and then right behind me is this big old Ford F-250 just like peeling out, heading right towards me. I didn't think much of it, and then I just put two and two together. Oh wait, that's Angela's dad's truck. And he's coming and he's like charging really fast, and I'm like, at this point I'm a little worried. I'm not so worried, but I'm getting worried. He gets closer and closer, and he's not like swerving out of the way. He's like headed right toward me. So at that point I just start booking it. And I run, and there's like nowhere to hide really, behind a fence or a tree or anything. So now I'm zigzagging across the street back and forth. And now I'm thinking he wants to run me over. And I'm just thinking, I'm going to get run over today. What a way to go out. Run over. So, at this point I had dealt with other fathers or siblings, but not like this. It was usually always very formal, you know. Hey, what's your name, young man? You behave. Don't break my daughter's heart. Or siblings, you know, trying to push their weight around. No big deal. This time, it escalated real fast.
Didn't you have to jump behind a boulder?
Yes. Finally, I get to the end of the block, and there's these boulders on the corner, about 3 of them. And all I can think is to just jump behind the boulders and just wait there. And sure enough, he pulls up. He's right in the middle of the intersection at the 4-way. And he gets out of his truck. And he's like, hey, I want to talk to you. I'm thinking in my head, you want to talk to me or you want to run me over? But now I feel a little safer behind the boulders, so he gets out and he starts walking towards me. And then all of a sudden, here comes Angela running down the street towards us. And I'm still trying to, like, you know, comprehend the situation, you know.
And I'm yelling at my dad, because at the time me and my dad weren't talking because I was getting in trouble and I don't remember why we weren't talking. But, I was like, what are you doing? And then Jose tells me, go back home. It's okay. I'm just like, I don't remember, but I was yelling at my dad. I remember that.
Angela was upset. She was... Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently so was her dad. And so now I just kind of want to find out, like, you know, I'm thinking he's probably going to tell me, you know, I can't date his daughter, or, you know, I don't have to come around anymore. But I want to hear what he's got to say. So then, yeah, I tell Angela, you know what, just leave us alone, go back home, and we're going to talk in private. And he tells me that he doesn't mind that I'm dating Angela. That it's okay. But he doesn't want me to kiss her in front of the house. And that was his deal. He didn't like it.
I'm gonna get into this lobster. How do you crack this? You're supposed to crack it down the middle, right?
Well, I think you were supposed to cut it when it was raw.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
But now, you can go on the belly side. And just kind of...
Ow!
Yeah. So, you know... So now, as he's telling me this, all I could do is agree with him, you know, and say, okay, yeah, you know, no big deal, no problem. And then he continues to tell me that it's because he doesn't want me kissing Angela in front of her little sisters. They don't need to be seeing that, is what he said. So now I'm not so worried anymore, you know, so we're just talking and...
I had gone home by the...
Yeah.
You know,
so he just tells me that, but we still don't meet. I mean, we don't introduce each other. So he just tells me that. So, okay. But I can't really recall the details because that was just kind of...
It was such a long time
ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago, and all I can think was survive, really. I mean, it was pretty scary. So...
That's good.
My walk home after that was just in my head, like, that's what I get for going out with these Mexican girls. Note to self. Stay away from Mexican dads with big trucks. So,
you guys didn't shake hands or anything, or
no.
He didn't ask you what your name was?
None of that. It was just, don't be kissing up on my daughter, especially in front of my house. Don't want to see that.
And then he came back home.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, what were you talking to him about? All disrespectful and everything. Don't worry about it. That's between me and him. But you told me the next day.
So now I would kiss her before we got to her house.
Mm-hmm.
So our goodbye was down the street instead of in front of her house.
Yeah.
Right.
And my dad told me, you bring him around but you don't introduce him. But my dad was the type, like, don't introduce me to any of your boyfriends because like they're not gonna stick around. You're too young to. I don't know what his deal was, but he had told me previously, I don't want to meet any of your boyfriends. So, like, okay. That's why I never introduced him or talked to my dad about Jose. I would talk to my mom about him. Mm-hmm.
But I forgive my suegro. He lets me borrow his truck now.
A different truck. He got rid of the other truck. And the truck that he had, it was a 1970 one-ton F-150.
I think it was a 250.
250?
Heavy duty, big truck. Double fuel tank.
You could hear it. As soon as he turned off the main road down our street, you could hear him coming from a couple blocks away. That's how loud his truck was. So whenever me and my brothers and sisters were home, if we were doing something that we shouldn't have been doing or should have done something but hadn't done it yet, we would have a little bit of time to fix ourselves before he got home.
Then he sold his truck. I think he offered it to me. Remember that?
Did he?
I said, no way. I don't want nothing to do with that truck.
Can you still go? It's been 18 minutes. So in our last Q&A video, we got cut off because my my SD card was full. So we didn't get to tell you how... Is there meat in this? We didn't get to tell you how Jose said I love you, because he was the first one to say I love you. Where'd my other one go? Oh, right here. And so we were at the bus stop, and we were hugging or something, and you whispered it in my ear, and I pretended like I didn't hear him, but obviously, like, I knew what he said, but I didn't know for sure if that's exactly what he said. So I just pretended like I didn't hear him and didn't respond or anything. Did we tell that?
I don't think so.
And then I told him, like, after 8 months that I loved him, and he's like, you know, I told you a long time ago. When I told you we were at the movie theaters. Yeah. And he's like, I told you... Oh. Dang it. He was like, I said I love you first or something, and basically just told me that I don't like this crab.
Well, after you have the lobster and then you go back to the shrimp and crab, it's not quite the same after that.
Next time we'll get king crab. It's more expensive, but I just picked this stuff up at Walmart. But we'll get king crab next time. I didn't like the selection they had at Walmart for the king crab. How do you... I'm like... The crab that I'm used to eating, we get fresh when we go camping. We camp on the beach. And we get it fresh. Like, caught that day. And then the place where Jose goes deep sea fishing, they cook it for you when you come off the boat, and it's so tender and so good and easy to eat. This stuff is harder. But that's, what kind of crab is that?
It's just regular crab. Same, like, just like this.
This is snow crab. So there's that.
Mmm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite is the corn. The corn, the mussels, and the shrimp. I'm gonna jack up my teeth.
Mm-hmm. She would have never eaten this when we first met.
I would have eaten the crab. My dad used to go crabbing. Or he would go fishing. I don't know. He would get crabbing. He would get... I can't open these. I think it's hard because it's up high. So I like don't have a lot of control. This is so bad. This is... I don't think I'll ever get crab from Walmart again. What do you think? I wouldn't get it again.
If it's seafood...
I should have just gone to Costco. This is the best part, though, I think.
Mm. Mm.
We still have more. I made a big pot. So I'm probably going to take some to my dad so he can have some. And then Sophia will eat some. Tony doesn't eat seafood. I'm going to squeeze some lemon on this.
I guess we should tell him that how we finally got introduced. Your dad and I.
You remember? Okay, go ahead, because I don't remember. Off the top of my head.
He came home from work.
I'm making a big mess.
We were right outside the front door, sitting on our steps. He came home, pulled in, got out of his truck, and made his way towards the door. And we were there, so it was like kind of the time to do it, I guess. And so Angela finally gets up and says, "Oh, this is Jose. Jose is my dad." "Oh, hello." We meet again.
Awkward.
Yeah, it was. And then he asked me,
that.
I think his first question was where I was from. I told him, well, from Mexico, and what the state of Michoacan, and the town. And then he's like, "Oh, really? I'm from Huitzil." It's like, what, like a 20-minute drive from my town?
My shirt is all messed up. Sorry. You want to eat that?
Mm-hmm. So, we were cool after that. Ever since. Her parents were really nice people.
How long after the chase did that happen? How long after that?
I can't recall exactly, but it wasn't too long after that. But I guess it was to be expected, you know, when you're young and you you know, you hear stories, especially in the Hispanic community. You know, the culture. The girls' dads, you know, they're really overprotective. I know I am over Sophia. So, she's only 10, but, I mean, I'm already dreading.
Still, she's beautiful.
I'm dreading her teens and young adult life.
Yeah.
Well, that's life.
She gets compliments, Sophia. She gets compliments all the time about her skin color. I don't know why she's so dark. She's darker than you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Well, my grandparents, your grandparents are pretty dark too, right? Jumped a generation, maybe. Meeting her mom was really nice, though.
Why?
You want to tell a story about the mole and soup, or save that for another one?
That's like a short story.
No?
No, we don't have to tell that in this one.
We'll save it for next time.
When was the first time you saw my mom?
It was when I was invited over for mole.
Ooh. Sorry guys, this is gonna be a long video, but we're gonna finish. Yeah?
Yeah. Seafood's really not that filling, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's really light.
And when you eat it with butter, though. You can eat a lot of it.
Yeah.
If you don't have, like, a lot of sides.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad some of the potatoes fell apart. Did you eat potato already?
Mm-hmm.
Can I eat this?
Mm-hmm. You haven't had any?
Yeah, I had one potato. It's good
I like
with the sauce.
I like to mix it up. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whenever I hear people say that they're like allergic to seafood or mussels, I feel bad for them. I really do. I think if I was allergic to seafood, I would do like that one meme on Facebook about the kid that's about to have a Reese's peanut butter cup, and he tells his friend to EpiPen him.
Get the EpiPen ready because I'm about to eat a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Devours the cup, the chocolate.
Or the girl from Dr. Dolittle. Wait, is that the name of it? Dr. Dolittle?
There we go.
When did it stop?
I don't know.
What is going on?
Not too long ago. I saw it just a little while ago.
What were we talking about? Alright. I'm going to take a drink and then close out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's one more mussel. Alright, we're going to end the video here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified the second I upload a new video. It was so good eating with you guys, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.